Whoa.
That was so cool. We were just jamming over here. That was just a snippet of what you'll hear at the next show in new Hazlett Theatre community-supported art series.
It's called Ego, and it will run this Thursday and Friday only. Joining us now is the show's creator, Ramin Akhavijou, co-writer Hazel Leroy Carr, and co-director Melissa Cardello-Linton. Welcome to you all.
Yes, thank you.
All right, so Ramin, we'll start with you. How did the concept of ego come into play? Because this is a really interesting combination of a bunch of different things.
I came up with ego by merging my interest in music, technology, and Sigmund Freud's theories on id, and superego. And I started thinking how artificial intelligence and technology influence our sense of self. And since I've been working with experimental music and interactive media for a long time, it felt natural to me that I can bring all of these together through sounds, visual, and performance.
Absolutely. I mean, we talk a lot about AI on this show and how if you don't embrace it, then it's going to be the enemy. And the fact that we can kind of bring it to an art form, I think is just incredible. Now, obviously, that would enhance your storytelling here with this avant-garde music. How exactly do you kind of speak the story through the music?
That's a great question, because for me, writing music is much easier than putting them like in words and talking about it, and also the same for the narrative. But narrative mostly talking about how we feel about the relationship between identity and autonomy, particularly these days with having AI and these kinds of emerging technologies. How do we feel about our self-identity? And also the question is that how artificial intelligence shape who we are and who we could become.
Right. Wow. And Melissa, how did you bring Ramin's thoughts and all of these very deep, like, interplays together and bring it to life on stage?
Oh, man. I think, you know, initially the approach when you're doing a play is you sit at a table and you do a lot of table work. And for this, it was very different. We almost treated it as a short film because of the way the pieces are broken up and the music really pushes the story. And so we just decided to storyboard it like we were doing a short film. And we went from there and then just put it all together. Oh. Yeah, it was really fun.
I can imagine. There's such an immense amount of talent here. I mean, I hope that you feel it at home, because truly it's amazing. And Hazel, tell us about your role as Ego in this production, because I can imagine you were a very important part.
When Ramin and I sat down and talked the first time, I had been hearing since 2020, since the pandemic shutdown, about people who were creating these AI avatars of themselves to leave behind, and the problems it created with their loved ones spending all their time with the avatar after they were gone. And I started thinking, I approach it in a different way as a performer, as an actor. What do I want to leave behind? Okay. What do I want you to remember of me? What do I want my son and his partner, what do I want them to have of me? Is it going to be what I really am, which is flawed and a lot more fun?
Right.
Or is it going to be something perfect?
Right.
And that's where for me, where the id and superego come in. So that's
incredible.
That's where I was.
Oh, so you need to come to this performance ready to expand your mind. I love that. Okay, so we're going to hear another performance here, and Ramin, just what are we going to hear? Can you explain?
So it's a collection of pieces called Probable, and also what we hear is that it's a very unconventional music notation that musicians come with their own interpretation. So every time in the performance we hear like different music, but it's like infinity in a box, but it has its own limitations.
Okay, let's hear a little.
Incredible.
I'm on the edge of my seat. I don't know if
Me
do I want
too.
to run or sit still.
Like, give me more.
All right, Ego is running at the new Hazlett Theatre for 3 performances, only happening this Thursday and Friday. We're going to have more information about the show on our website, kdka.com/talkpittsburgh.